it's worth mentioning that there's not much difference between the tea shovel, which is the ebony tea shovel, and the bamboo shovel, tea shovel. The capacity of how the it's just a slightly larger when you're using the bamboo tea shovel, okay, to pick up the loose tea leaves, okay. So when you're trying to get your tea leaves, if it's loose tea leaves, it's easier to just use a tea shovel. But if it's like say pieces from tea bing, sometimes I would use a forceps and a teaspoon to get the tea into the tea holder or out of the tea container. Okay, so here we are seasoning our teapot with the ebony Chinese brush. Okay, overall, if you ask me, the rice cakes are pretty good. So you can have some if you want some. Okay, those are Filipino rice cakes. I'm not gonna mention what it's actually called because it might be censored because it has a different meaning in Spanish. Okay, now all right, we gotta give our teapot a little drink. Okay. Okay, so if you notice, when I pour tea, I pour to the side of the tea, not to the middle. The side of the tea cup. Okay, so it's the same for when you're pouring on a gaiwan, gongdobe, or a teacup. You always pour on the side of the vessel, not in the middle. Okay. One reason is so that it won't disturb the taste. Okay. Like when you're pouring into a gaiwan, you don't want to pour in the middle. You want to work the tea leaves, and at the same time, when you're pouring the brew, you want the taste to circulate. Okay, you want the water to move around to circulate the flavor around the vessel. Okay, like I said in my previous videos, the reason why I thought of making this video is for the beginners in mind, because when I started my tea journey, there's not much information I could get. Most of the traditional tea masters are speaking in Chinese, so I couldn't understand what they were saying. And then thanks to some of the Chinese tea masters and American speaking or English speaking tea masters that I found online, I was able to get some good pointers with regards to how to brew tea. So that's how I learned. Some of them really are so into the tea that they made it a business and they traveled to China. But if you're just starting and just curious and want to try tea brewing, there's you can you can watch the videos here on my channel, or you can do your research. There are a lot of new information available online, which is in English. Okay. Okay, we're doing a low pour because the temperature is a little bit lower. If you have a tea kettle that that can make a preset on the temperature and maintain the temperature in a certain degrees, that would be great. But for me, I'm using a regular electric teapot, so it builds some skill in managing the temperature of the teapot. Although there's an option to reheat the water, but it would require you to always be mindful of the temperature, and whether you require a lower temperature or a high temperature, you're gonna have to either release some of the heat. Okay, unlike the automatic tea kettles that can be adjusted, they're easier to use. They're available right now in the market, so you can try to purchase that for proficiency. Uh, However, if you're like me, you're more intuitive. You can use a regular teapot and just go with your using your intuition. Okay, and go with intuitive brewing. Okay, some tips you can. Okay, around 3 minutes, you can lower the temperature less than 20 degrees. 5 minutes, you can lower the temperature up to lower than 30 to 40 degrees. 7 minutes, that's around, most likely that would be around